one of 3 people that was ecstatic that this got a backwards compatible treatment. This is like a super nostalgic game for me. I bought this in like 2009, 2010, because I love SpongeBob. And I played the demo, and I played this so much. This was like, I didn't play Truth or Square. Didn't play that till years later. I didn't play. Well, I did play Battle for Bikini Bottom. No, I take that back. I did play Battle for Bikini Bottom. But no, I played SpongeBob Underpants Slam. This was the SpongeBob game I played. And this game is really weird in that it has models from Spongebob Atlantis Pantis, which came out the same year. Music from Creature from the Krusty Krab, which came out a year earlier. And environments from Atlantis Pantis. It is the weirdest freaking game ever. It is such a mishmash of concepts. That was definitely made on the cheap, but this is going to be the first game that we'll be playing. We got SpongeBob, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, Sandy, and Plankton. No Squidward, which is sad. You know, we need Squidward in our lives. Let's choose Mr. Krabs, why not? So, you know, what's the goal of this game, you may ask? You collect underpants. Brilliant concept, I know. You collect underpants. And you collect 99 of them, and then you complete a stage, and that's how it works. And yeah, this music is all from Creature from the Krusty Krab. Oh yeah, you gotta shake. It's definitely an arcade game. I mean, it's definitely an Xbox Live arcade game. There was an abundance of like, kind of like not like cheap, quick games. Something that you probably see on an iPhone nowadays. There was a lot of those on the Xbox 360 arcade, Live arcade. But this was the one that I played. You know, there was like a lot of other, better games than this, but this one was SpongeBob. And I played this so much. And it was well, okay. It was a lot of fun to see this game be backwards compatible, because of the fond memories that I have with it. So it's SpongeBob Generation since it references and uses assets from previous games. I guess so. Except, unlike Generations was doing it for fun, this is doing it because this is a very, very cheap project that was just made with pre-existing assets. But yeah, most of these models are from Atlantis Pantis. Some of them are new. I think maybe this Mr. Krabs model is new, actually. But the SpongeBob model and I think this Patrick model are definitely from Atlantis Pantis, which at the time was the most recent SpongeBob game. Anyway, so yeah, for this stream, I got a collection of like... I've got a collection of like 6 different games, so each game will only be really spent like 10 to 15 minutes on. It's definitely going to be, short play sessions. Or, you know what, it may be long. I got work in the morning, but you know what, I may just, do like, I don't know, a 5-hour long stream. I'm kidding. I'm mostly kidding. I don't know, I might actually do that if I'm really interested. How do I get these ones down here? Get a time limit. By the way, this music, this song, I know specifically where it plays in Creature from the Krusty Krab. This is the song that plays during the giant patty sequences, when you're running around as Plankton, running away from the giant patty that you made. So that is specifically where this song is located in. got 91. You need to collect 99. Okay, so there's 93. And there's 94 and 95, which I don't know where to find.
Get off me, varmint!
Oh, wait. I got it. Hold on. There we go. Okay, 95. So now I have to find, like, just some breakable object that I probably missed. Yeah, this game really isn't the greatest, but man, I spent so long on this. It's like, this was my game. This was my jam. There it is.
Yep. Congratulations! That was incredible!
My generation dream was supposed to be 3 hours showcasing the entire game, but the abundance of issues made things less fun. I mean, it was an interesting stream to watch. I enjoyed watching it.
Why are we doing this again?
So, yeah, that's basically this game. Rinse and repeat for many, many levels. This is the Atlantis level, taken straight from, this is, I think, like a direct, just like, I'm not sure if it's, like, artwork in the background, but, like, this is directly taken from Atlantis Corpantis. But yeah, rinse and repeat, and you notice that they're already recycling levels. You got Flying Dutchman 2, Krusty Krab 2. I think there's 3 of each, and then I think the game's over. It's honestly $10, by the way, so $10 for this one.
Why, I can't believe my fish eyes! It's the City of Atlantis! And why are we here? Underpants!
Oh my gosh.
2,
Patrick...
1, go, go, go!
I mean, I know Patrick's eyelids are purple in the show, but it's so weird seeing them in 3D. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a model from, pretty sure this Patrick model just is ripped straight from the Atlantis Corpantis. This music is also from Creature from the Krusty Krab. It's another Plankton, because there's like 4 Plankton Krabby Patty missions in, I think there's like 4 levels of it in a Creature from the Krusty Krab, and this is just, each level has a new variation of the song. I remember Lance Corpantis. Yeah. Oh, the show, the special. Yeah, it had David Bowie in it, which I didn't realize till years later. But yeah, David Bowie was in the King of Atlantis, which kind of makes sense, especially given the design. A lot of people don't like the Atlantis episode. I think it's kind of fun. I mean, I don't know. SpongeBob and Patrick getting kicked out of Atlantis for destroying like the oldest living bubble. I kind of find that funny. And then like them destroying the plaque so nobody can come back. I also find that pretty funny. It had some good things about it. I don't think it's nearly as bad as people say it is. But people definitely go on hating it. It's seen, you know, it's funny. People are like, it's as bad as Truth or Square. I don't find Truth or Square that bad either. Maybe I just have really, really low tastes in like SpongeBob specials, but or really like, you know, low expectations or something. Because yeah, I didn't find Truth or Square bad either. I thought that was I can see the problems that people have with it. I'm not gonna say they don't exist, but I enjoyed it more than most. Except for the Pink Scurvy song. I hate that song. Because I don't like Pink. So that's the only part that I like truly did not like from Square. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I know it dragged on too long, but I like the cutaway gimmicks. There were some that I thought were actually genuinely funny. No, back here. Where you going? So yeah, this is kind of meant to be played with 4 people. Oh, do you see that platform up there? Where does this go to? Oh, there it is. 4 more. And that is the end.
That's gotta be a new record.
This guy's good.
You've unlocked a new level.
Atlantis gave us an entire musical sequence of Mr. Krabs talking about money. Oh yeah! Cha-ching, 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 ring. Something, something, so yeah. I like in the DS version where they actually had you play the level. they had you collecting money on the little like money carpet. Okay, let's do Sandy. I'll do Sandy and then I'll move on to a different game. But yeah, this is the game. Wait, what? Didn't I already play this? Hold on, wait a second. Oh, no. What? Okay. That was really weird. I clicked exit game, and instead of an in-game bubble popping up, a literal, like Xbox... a literal, like, Xbox, like Xbox, like... It's hard to explain if you've never played an Xbox, but, like, a prompt that would come up if you're, like, in the Xbox dashboard came up and said, like, do you want to exit the game? You'll lose all unsafe progress. And I'm like, why did they have, like, that kind of dashboard thing pop up? This model looks pretty good, actually, in 3D. It doesn't have the weirdness of, like, it doesn't have the dead stare of Mr. Krabs or the weird eyelids of Patrick. This model actually works pretty well in 3D. Is this song in... Okay, I think this is the one song made for the game. I don't think this song is in Creature from the Krusty Krab. But I could be wrong. Oh, and I forgot, if you press X, there's like a super attack. You barely use it though, because you kind of forget you have it. And it's not really required, so... Okay, here we are. But yeah, this is Xbox Live quality. This was, like I said, this was my game. It's like, there was a good point where this was the only game. I'd get home from school and I'd be like, yes, Spongebob Underpants time. That's the game I'm playing. And I would play this so much. I mean, thinking about it again, this isn't a very good game. But I mean, for the time, you know, for only $10 you get a SpongeBob game. I was all for it, especially considering, like, you know, the good SpongeBob Xbox games at the time. Yes, they were backwards compatible, but they were still more than $10. They were still like 15 because they were still seen as really quality games, which they are quality games. But they weren't $10. So to get a SpongeBob game for $10, I was like, yeah, this is good. This is, I mean, you know, at the time I loved it. There you go.
Better luck next time, guys. You've unlocked a new level.
Oh boy, I've unlocked a new level. It's Krusty Krab 3. It's like the first and second, but slightly changed. Oh, look at this.
I feel funny.
Okay, Flying Dutchman 1, Atlantis 1, Krusty Krab 2, Dutchman 2, Atlantis 2, Krusty Krab 3. Oh boy, I wonder what's changed about this one. And I wonder what these are. Let me guess. Flying Dutchman 3 and Atlantis 3. That's it. 3 locations. 3 locations recycled 3 times, and that's all the levels in the game. 9 levels. But jeez, did I play it so much. That Krusty Krab level is ingrained in my brain, because I used to play that so often. Okay. Successor to Hydro Thunder. There are elements that are kept, but mostly it is very changed. But yeah, this game I never actually fully bought, but the demo. I played the demo like crazy. So yeah, Hydro Thunder Hurricane. Yeah, this game was so much fun. I would play it 2010, so actually kind of a later game. Let's see. Yeah, I already got that one. I already played the first stage. I gotta be damned torpedoes. Because that's the like the best name ever for a vehicle. So this game's awesome. This is like arcade racing at its finest. It's not super difficult. It's still fun to play, even though it's an arcade racer, and it is absolutely insane. I want to mention again that so far these are actually games that are only playable through Xbox Live Arcade. Both this and oh no! Both this and Spongebob are only on Xbox Live Arcade. This game's so freaking fun. This game, like, oh man, this game is so good. Oh darn! I think you can jump with X. No, you can't jump with X. B? Y? I don't remember which button is jumping, but you can jump. But yeah, this game is so cool. Yeah, it's a spiritual successor, or it's probably I'd say it's a sequel to Hydro Thunder, which is just it's X. There you go. It's this freaking awesome racing game that came out in on the Dreamcast and the arcades, and this just like pushes the insanity levels to like 11. This game is so insane, but I love it. And it is like honestly, yeah, it is like arcade racing at its finest. It's so good.
Running low on boost.
I know I'm running low on boost, don't worry. Oh my gosh, this game is so cool. Everything is exploding. Literally everything. Everything is exploding.
We've got boost.
Hey.
And that is one for the record book.
I've never played Hydro Thunder 1. I've heard it's very difficult. But this game is so much fun. Oh, dude, I unlocked an Avatar award that I can't use anymore. Because avatars aren't a thing on Xbox.
Choose your track.
Oh, darn, I don't have enough credits yet. Ringmaster Gauntlet Championships. Hold on. I need 1,750 credits. Oh, I only have 1,000. Okay, so Ringmaster.
Choose your boat.
Misbehave. Vector.
Damn the torpedoes.
I'm still beating this because I love this name.
3, 2, 1, go.
This game's a lot of fun. And you know, it doesn't get a lot of recognition. I never really hear people talking about this. I hear people talking about the first Hydro Thunder and how it was like, it was so amazing and stuff, and I get it. I mean, it looks really fun, but I never really hear people talking about the second one, which is a real shame. That game really does. I mean, this game really does need some more recognition. It's a really fun game. It's just sadly... Oh boy, I missed a second. It's just sad that, I mean, I think people don't talk about it because of just... It's an Xbox Live Arcade exclusive game, but it's compatible with Xbox One now, so... I mean, people really need to be talking about it, because this game is a lot of fun. And, Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a real ton of fun. You know I'm having fun when I just stop talking and just play the game. You know I'm having a ton of fun when that happens. Yeah, I finally bought this recently. Like, I played the demo a ton. Demos were like my main source of enjoyment when I didn't have a lot of money. You know, most people would be like, oh, I'll play the 2 or 3 games I have and play them over and over again. No, I would download thousands and thousands of demos. I downloaded the Surf's Up demo. I remember downloading the Surf's Up demo, and I played that thing so much. It is one level, one level, and that's it. But I remember playing that game. I remember playing that demo for days on end. That demo was literally like the one thing I played. So good. It was it had like one song included, and it was Something's Going On by the band A. Literally the band called A. Oh man, I spent so long on that. That song is ingrained in my mind because of that game. So what is Gauntlet? Your test of skill, it's just you, the waves, and a ticking clock. And a bunch of exploding barrels. Okay. Do well misbehave, man. But yeah, I remember playing that game so much. Yeah. Something's Going On is the only reason I know of that song is through Surf's Up, the demo. I played Surf's Up, the demo, Ice Age, Dawn of the Dinosaurs. That demo was a lot of fun. I played that a ton. What other demos were out there? I'm trying to think. What other demos were out there that I can remember that I played? Well, I can't really remember demos off the top of my head, but in terms of full games, we had Snoopy's Flying Ace. That game was fucking good, seriously. The online on that game, it had like 16-player dogfights. That in the story mode was just genuinely fun too. That game was a lot of fun. And sadly it got delisted, which sucks because it was an Xbox Live exclusive, and it got delisted, which really stinks because yeah, that game was a real ton of fun. That game was genuinely good. And it was kind of funny too, especially if you're like just playing it, you know, for the first time. Is because, like, you know, it's a game called Snoopy Flying Ace, but it takes itself really seriously. Oh, I'm dead. It takes itself really seriously. Like, it doesn't beat around the bush. Like, your plane does explode. And you're like, and the, well, I say cutscenes, but they're more like slideshows. But the slideshows show, like you're in a bunker with other military recruits figuring out your plan of attack. I love it. I love how it goes so serious. So made it so good, and sadly that ramp is up. Yeah. Sadly that game got delisted. Oh, give me this. Yeah, there we go. Give me that medal. There's another one down over there, but that's really hard to get. But yeah, so that's Hydro Thunder Hurricane. That's a really fun game. Doritos partnered with the Xbox to make a couple of digital exclusive games. And one of them was Doritos Crash Course. The other one was I think it's still on here. I think it's actually still available to download. It's Doritos Harm's Way, which Crash Course is like kind of this Wipeout-esque obstacle course game. Harm's Way is like this apocalyptic driving game where you have to avoid a bunch of explosives. Both of these games are free, by the way. You can download extra DLC, but see, like, it says that, yeah, London is locked, and Japan is playable, but you can get an easier version that's also downloadable content. Oh, and Las Vegas. Wow, there's not a lot of playable stuff here. Okay, so USA, I forgot what flag that is, and Japan are the only playable ones. The rest are downloadable content. And the downloadable content is gone, so... but yes, oh my gosh, wow, okay. I have not seen this avatar in years. Wow, so this avatar was actually the one I made on my last 360, and since I don't have a 360 anymore, I haven't really seen this. This avatar. So I make all my avatars. I make all my avatars like a specific character. So this character, by the outfit, is actually supposed to be like kind of like, you know, she's got like the the jacket and the glasses, and he's kind of like it's supposed to be like kind of like a sophisticated French lady. Like the other characters that I made like a college frat boy with like a college jacket on and shorts and stuff, and then I made like a 70s girl with like bright green pants and a sweater on and glasses and stuff. But yeah, I haven't seen these. So I have 5G Wi-Fi, and the Xbox 360 doesn't connect 5G. So I haven't seen. It's been quite a while since I've seen this this avatar. And I assume if I actually use my other Xbox Live accounts, I have 3 of them. I'll probably be able to see the other ones too, which is kind of nice. Doritos Crash Course sounds like a pretty interesting game. Yeah, it's a weird one, but it's free, and because it was free, it was like, because it was free for a few years, it was like the most downloaded game. Because it's free, and it's like a semi-enjoyable game, and just kind of a very arcadey game. Harm's Way wasn't really as popular. Doritos Crash Course really rose up the ranks in popularity. Harm's Way just kind of like came and went. It came out, people didn't really care, and I played it because I was searching for free games and I found it. But not a lot of people have played it. It's not a great game. The controls are kind of iffy. The controls are kind of iffy, and it's just not a lot of fun. So yeah, Doritos Crash Course, it was free, and it was so popular that it actually got a sequel in like 2012, I think. Doritos Crash Course 2. That one you had to actually pay for, but the production value was upped a lot. It was a lot longer. A lot of varied environments, because Doritos Crash Course, the main thing, that I mean, it's a free game, so I'll give it some slack. But the main thing that's a little bit annoying about it is that, you know, it's all just stadium levels. No matter which country you're in, it's all just stadium levels. Doritos Crash Course 2 adds in, like, a bunch of, like, varied environments. And, you know, you race in, like, a jungle. And you have, like, you have, like, obstacle courses and, like, you know, in, like, the city and stuff. The only problem was, it got delisted. No idea. I even looked it up, and people were just confused. People were just as confused as I was. This game got, Doritos Crash Course 2 got delisted, and nobody really knows why. And it got delisted only like a year and a half after it released. I don't know what happened, but I guess maybe the Doritos deal was up, but if it was up, then wouldn't this game be gone too? It's a very odd situation, and I feel like it wasn't just a... I feel like it wasn't just a simple, like, contract deal expiring. I feel like something must have happened for them to actually delist it. Something behind the scenes. But yeah, this game was really fun. This was another game that I played a lot, especially since it was free. Playing for the best times and stuff. Because it had an automatic leaderboards was built into the system. It was built into the game. So, and since it was free, like, every one of my friends had it. So, it was a lot of fun trying to beat friends' times. But yeah. Weirdly enough, it's still available. Weirdly enough, it's still available, and you can still play it. And the funny thing is that Doritos Crash Course is better than every Wipeout game combined. Seriously, have you played the Wipeout video games? They're genuinely terrible. I own the first game, and it's really bad. The second game is basically the exact same as the first, so it's also bad. And then Wipeout 3 is, like, it's really basic. Wipeout 3 is, like... Yeah, Wipeout 3, all the characters have the same, like, animations. And it's just this, like, really, really basic game. Oh, go on. I'll finish level 5, and then I'll jump to a different game. But yeah, it's like this really, really basic game that not a lot of people enjoyed, and I didn't. I used to own it. Wipeout Create and Crash is the only one that I'd say is actually close to decent, and that's you can create your own stage. But even then, it's the exact same engine as Wipeout 3, so every single character has the same animations, and it's really cheap. And the weird thing is, are they made by... Oh, they're made by Activision. I thought they were made by Ubisoft, for some reason. I was like, wow, for an Ubisoft game, this is super cheap. Oh, it's actually... Then again, Ubisoft has been making super cheap games recently. Have you seen their, like, Monopoly and, like, Family Feud games recently? Or no, it was Monopoly and, like, the trivia game. Trivia Addict or something? I forgot what it was called. Trivial Pursuit, that's it. They're both, like, really, really cheap. But yeah, so, yeah, it's just really funny how, oh, crap. It's just really funny how a free Doritos game happens to be like, I mean, seriously, I'm not, like, no joke, it was one of the most popular 360 games. The 360 arcade games for quite a while. It was like ranked up there with like how do I chicken out? There's a way to chicken out. And I forgot how. You like press a button and then you just skip ahead. But like it was literally up there with like some of the most popular games for Xbox Live Arcade. And it was good. Ooh, I just remembered a demo that I used to... Alright, I just remember a demo that I used to play. Marathon Durandal. which is, I mean, everybody was playing it. I remember everybody that I knew had this game. My brother, my cousin, friends. I mean, literally everybody had this game. This was a very early Xbox Live Arcade game, and it was like the game to play. I mean, and for good reason. It's a good game. It's a pretty good game, actually. It's a anybody who has played like those anybody who has played like those, I don't know, like Flash games where it's like Mario Dirt Bike Challenge knows what this game plays like. It is a physics-based like motorcycle platformer, and this game genuinely gets like brutal at points. This game really can test your skills with some really difficult platforming segments, and I think that's why people liked it so much. I mean, like, I think physics-based platformers just have that sort of like, I don't know. Just people like them. I mean, and I like them too. You know, because it's fun to like have a really nice physics-based platformer, and just kind of like, oh, and just kind of, you know, have this like, you know, the physics be really good and really realistic. Oh, yeah. Well, SpongeBob motorbike and Bart Simpson motorbike. Yeah, I didn't do that. I specifically remember. Oh no, I specifically remember playing Sonic and Mario motorbike ones. But the fun part of this was that that wasn't a good way to show it off. But every single the fun part of this game is that this game likes to have like really explosive finishing crashes. So, like, after you finish the level, then, you know, I don't know, like, a bunch of barrels will explode or something like that. Oh, I see what it wants me to do. There we go. But this was pretty cool. And I think it was really fun for the first game, but then Ubisoft bought out the franchise and started making sequel after sequel after sequel, and I mean, don't get me wrong, they still hold the spirit, and they're still, you know, they still are enjoyable games. I'm not going to say they're not enjoyable games. But, yeah, there's like... Oh, never mind. There's like, there's like... Well, what is it? It's this game... there's this game, like... Whoa! There's this game, there's Trials, there's like Trials Rising, which I think is the most recent game. And then there's like Trials, like, Evolution, and then Trials, like, basically, oh, oh no, right in between. Basically what I'm saying is that Ubisoft milked this franchise for all that it was worth. And I mean, they still hold the spirit. They're still quality games, but there's just way too many of these things. There's way too many Trials games. The first one was really good. And you know, is a classic. The second one, I hear nobody talking about. The third one, I hear nobody talking about, and the fourth one, I've heard good things and bad things about. It's just like they still hold the spirit. They're still quality, but nobody cares. And Ubisoft thinks that they care. Ubisoft is like dead set on like, no, people care about this franchise. And I'm like, I think Trials HD came out at a perfect time where something like this could really be enjoyed. But nowadays, people just don't really care about these types of games. Especially when you can probably find them, I don't know, for free on like the App Store or something. Like, shoot, Trials Rising just came out and it was $40 freaking. And I'm like, nobody's gonna pay $40 for a Trials game in 2020. Or no, it was 2019, yeah. Nobody's gonna pay $40 for a Trials game in 2019. I'm sorry, Ubisoft, but it's not gonna happen. I know you want it to. I know, like, they want to make this into this, like, massive franchise, and it's like, like, again, Trials Rising came out at a good time, and people liked it because it was really cheap, and it was a really good Xbox Live Arcade game. I mean, you know, I feel like if this came out in 2010 for the Wii, nobody would give a crap, but because it came out at, like, the right time where there wasn't a lot of good stuff on the Xbox Live Arcade just yet, and it was really cheap, people went in for it and found it to be really good, you know. But you kind of missed that golden opportunity, Ubisoft. You're trying to make it into this really good game. Ubisoft milking a franchise? Where have I heard that before? But yeah, so... Yeah, this one wasn't made by Ubisoft. Ubisoft took over, I think, on the second game. But yeah, so this game is really fun, and it's a good showcase of, like, you know, what the Xbox Live was capable of. Like a really nice, quick game. There's a level editor as well, which is really cool. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, and you can, like, you know, you can actually create your own levels and stuff. And again, it was only, I think, like $10. 10 or 15, which was really good for everything. There's a lot of stuff that include. Like, look at all these bonus games. These are all bonus games. And let me tell you, I played this so much. I remember so many times playing this game. These bonus games. These bonus games were, like, so good. It's like a Super Monkey Ball game. Oh, yeah. What's the... Yeah, that's it. Bail out. Okay, so you, like, rev up. And then... These bonus games are so good. They're almost as good as the actual game. Yeah, like, what was the other one? Yeah, the Inside the Ball was fun. The Delivery. Broken Bones, where you try and just break as many bones as possible. Where you try and go down some stairs and break as many bones as possible. Oh! I can knock on pin over. Let me knock a pin over, no! Please! Yeah, so... I mean, this game is great. It's a classic. This one's a lot of fun. Infernal Pinball. I think you have to do, yeah, pass the track to earn a bronze, so the next spin a bronze. It's basically, yeah, it's a pinball machine, but you have to, like, steer your car so you don't die. Outside the Ball is really cool, where you're having to, like, constantly balance yourself. Yeah, Inside the Ball is fun too, where you have to, like, get through an obstacle course while inside the ball. So you have to constantly, like, make sure that you're not gonna fall over and die. Seriously, I mean, for the price, this game was incredible. I mean, and even now, it's not, like, incredible, you know. I mean, even now, like, but it's still really fun. Whoa! You know, it's still really fun, and it's still a classic, and yeah, and it's funny, like, even nowadays, I know, like, Xbox One users that have this in their collection. You know, it's just, like, it is a classic. I mean, it is a staple of Xbox Live Arcade. You know, when I think of Xbox Live Arcade, I think of this. Like a ton. A skeleton. I used to play this, like, so much. This was also my game. This and Sonic Adventure 1. Sadly, Sonic Adventure 1... First off, I want to say, Sonic Adventure 1 on Xbox Live Arcade came out at a perfect time. It came out also, like, in 2007, 2008. and it was really cool. It was the only re-release of that game besides the GameCube version. I don't have that. I don't have Adventure 1 on Xbox. I used to, on my old account. On my super old account from years ago, but I don't have it anymore. But this game's a lot of fun, and this game was something that I spent tons of time in. So of course when Sonic 4 Episode 2 came out, I was like, I need to buy this! And it came out, I bought it, and I'm like, it's good, but it's not the first game. Yeah, I played this a ton. This was a really fun game to play. I'm not gonna play it for too long because, I mean, I've played it before on stream. I've beaten it on stream. So I'm just gonna play a couple levels and then call it quits for this game. I just wanted to show it off, like, in this segment. And I just want to say, hold on, I'm turning this down. Hopefully it's not super loud on my end, or your end. Believe you me, I want to show off Mega Man 10. I really do, but I don't own just the standalone Mega Man 10. I own it in the like Successor 2. But if I had it, I would totally show it off because I love that game. And I really want to show off Fancy Pants Adventures because I own that too. But sadly, it is not backwards compatible, which is like, oh, that hurts. That hurts ever so much because that game is so good. But yeah, I don't own I own it on my account, but it is not backwards compatible with Xbox One. Thanks. It's like it's one of like the 3 Xbox Live Arcade games that aren't backwards compatible. Most of the Xbox Live Arcade is. You'll be hard pressed to find one that isn't. Most of the time, if it is a game that's not backwards compatible, most likely it's due to licensing issues. But Fancy Pants Adventures, I'm really surprised, like, isn't backwards compatible, because it's made by EA, and as far as I know, they still own the video game rights. Fancy Pants. I don't know, where do the rights lead for Fancy Pants, actually? It was a Flash game, so... yeah, this game's so good. But again, I don't want to play it for... probably after this level, I'm going to stop, because, I mean, I did play it on stream already, and finish it on stream, so I'm probably going to stop there. But this game's so good. Game's so good. So, yeah. Also, one game that, isn't backwards compatible is a fighting game, a 2D fighting game. Well, I didn't know that. So, I bought it. Now it seems fun to me. It was cheap. It was like $1.50. I think it was on sale. And I was like, yeah, why not? I'll buy it. And it's fun. Or no, it was $5. It was $5. So it wasn't on sale. But yeah, it's a 2D beat 'em up. A 2D beat 'em up with foreground and background elements. And yeah, And then I always chose this girl because I like this girl. No idea the personalities or anything. Yeah, I don't care about the story. This is a beat 'em up. I want to fight weird dudes. So yeah, it's a beat 'em up. Very button mashy. And you collect these little orbs. And you eat hamburgers. And you can go into the foreground. I forgot how. How do you go into the foreground? Y? R? Nope. Left bumper. There you go. Left bumper lets you go into the foreground. I'm not sure if this released on PS3 as well. But as far as I know, this is an Xbox exclusive. Hey. Yeah, it's just dumb fun. It's dumb, like, just mash, like, super mash fun. Hey! Except for later, there's actually some levels in this that get pretty difficult. It's a beat 'em up. It's kind of weird. It's a beat 'em up that weirdly uses the same the same jumping mechanics as a fighting game, so it's up to jump still. But yeah, so yeah. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, I said pretty much what I have to say about this game. It's a fun game. It's dirt cheap. It's the cheapest game out of the ones that we played besides Doritos Crash Course. That one's free. It's only $5, and it's fairly long actually from what I played. Yeah. So. Yeah, kind of interesting. Okay, I'm wanting to kind of wrap this up, so I'm gonna jump to another game really quickly. I know I haven't played them out on Xbox Live Arcade. And that's the version that I'm playing, is the Xbox Live Arcade version. So, it counts. It counts. It's freaking Doom. This was another really early release. I think this was a... Oh, 2011? Wow, I thought this was like a 2008... No! Wolfenstein 3D is like the 2007 release. That's the Bethesda game that came out really early on. Let's just do a new game. I don't necessarily want to play a new one. Yeah, boy. Play some Doom. Let's play some Doom. Did I play Doom on stream before? I feel like I played Doom on stream before, actually. Watch this. Yeah. It's freaking Doom! Okay, this is actually a good way to end it. Just freaking playing Doom. Wait, it was the GBA version of what, Doom? Did Doom 1 ever come out on GBA? I thought Doom 2 was the only one that came out on GBA. Friggin' Doom! Yeah, weirdly enough, the Xbox Live Arcade version is backwards compatible, but it's also available digitally. On like Xbox One, it has achievements too. So I don't really know why both, or well, it's because for some reason the original Doom took forever to get like an Xbox One digital release. I got that incorrect. I played the GBA Duke Nukem game in Medal of... Oh, emulated. I thought you meant that, like, when you were young, you actually had a copy of Doom 2 on GBA. Yeah, Duke Nukem GBA. Not good. Ooh, hello. Alright, what has that opened up? Yes! Let's open up this area. Woo! Yeah, 200% health, and... Bada bing, bada boom! Here we go. One of the best weapons in the game, there you go. Who can I shoot next? There's a red key card. Okay, I freaking love Doom, but I do need to stop playing this at some point. This is supposed to be like the ender of the stream, and I was supposed to just end the stream off with this. I can't play Doom forever. But it's so freaking fun. I love Doom Original. See, I'm one of those weird guys that likes the original Doom more than Doom 2016. I mean, I love Doom 2016, don't get me wrong, it's a great game, but... Like, man, the original Doom's so good. Here's the exit. There we go, okay. That's it.